This, ladies and gentlemen, is a really, really cool little game that is tremendous fun because of the concept and because of what you have to do with it. It's called Doodle City. It's from Aporta Games, and I am with Elif Svensson and James Tandy, who you have very different roles within the company, but both of you are very, very involved in it. And if you're the designer of Doodle City, tell us a little bit about the game. It's unique. I haven't seen something like this before. Tell me about Doodle City.
It's different, actually. It's 1 to 6 players. You can play solitaire as well. And basically you build your own city by drawing roads. So you try to connect things. It's kind of a puzzle, but you also have some kind of interaction in the game. So you try to connect things in order to score points. You try to build long roads from the hotels. You try to connect the shops to the houses, and you try to connect the taxi stands. So it's played in 20-30 minutes time. You have a quite neat dice mechanic, which is simple. Yeah, so that's about it. The goal is to score the most points.
I like the game, the fact that you have a tactical element, although it is very randomized because of the dice roll, but you still have to think what you're going to connect and how you're going to connect things.
Yeah, the point is, when you draw a road, you actually have to decide there and then how to curve it or how to... So it's, how you do it at the beginning can affect the score at the end. So it's... and you also have a random setup from the start. You have 5 kind of starting roads, so each game will be very different from time to time you play. So you don't have kind of a right and wrong answer how to do it. So, yeah.
And it looks really cute. Yeah. It looks really, really cute. I mean, I really like the little paths with the little cars and the little everything, looking absolutely gorgeous. How did you go about the art direction and the illustration for the game?
We wanted a box that was looking a little kind of silver, a little glossy, but stands out because it's a small game, and you can actually stack the game so it looks like a building here. So yeah. But it has to. Yeah, it was a lot of rounds. We went a lot of rounds with the design and how to. We wanted a small game. It's our first game, not too expensive. We wanted to make it available for a lot of people. Just to try and buy it, not too expensive for the customer as well. So,
how long have you been designing the game?
We started with it in June 2013 with the first prototype, and we went many rounds until June 2014 actually with the last test, and then James here started with the iOS in May already, but yeah, he had to change it because we always change it until June.
Rules weren't static at that point, so it made it very difficult from a development point of view.
Yeah. James, how did you get involved? Because that's being a very quick development time for an iOS. I mean, that must have been quite frantic for you.
Oh, it was incredibly frantic. I mean, we needed a team of 6 people for 6 months to develop this sort of scale of a project, and I was one man. I like to think I'm quite talented when it comes to technological stuff, but it was quite overwhelming. Yeah.
So the game has been out in the app for just a couple of days.
On Tuesday, we've had over 1,000 downloads at current count, but it hasn't been updated yet for the actual first day of Essen, so hopefully it'll be about 2,000 when I finally check it.
At the moment it's available on iOS. Are there plans to port it to Android and or Windows?
Yeah, it's been developed cross-platform, so to take it to Android it's going to be quite a quick thing of swapping out some Game Center functionality for some Android functionality, and the same will go for the Windows Phone.
Does it play multiplayer, or is it just one single phone? Is it online connectivity?
We have online multiplayer, we have pass and play, and we have a solitaire mode, and AI players are currently in development.
You are making me really, really sad that I gave up my iPad just a few weeks ago, and I don't want to have to buy another one. When is the Android and when is the Windows going to be coming out?
I hope the development will come to a close at the end of this month. The release date, we'll announce it probably in a few weeks on our website.
So you're going to have a very holistic package. People who want to play at the table, and those for us who commute to work, we're going to have it on the phone. That's exciting.
What we try to do is, as you stated, we're a small company. We've started completely self-financed. We've published ourselves, and we've developed an app ourselves, which we thought was going to be quite rare for a small company, that normally you wouldn't have that opportunity. So, the big app releases this weekend were Sentinels, you've got Galaxy Trucker, and then us. little Doodle City. So we're quite proud of it.
And let's face it, 2,000 downloads in just a few days. That is jolly fantastic. That is really, really well done to all of you.
Thanks.
Now, what's the future for this? Because at the moment, I know that people can buy the game from your website. Are you looking for distribution abroad? How are you going to sell this game? Because I'd love everybody to have it.
We've been approached a lot during this week, of course, with various distributions, various licensings, but this is a product that we're trying to keep close as possible to us. So we're going to try and do as much of it as possible. We'll decide where we need the help when we need it, but we're going to hopefully ourselves be the main distributor and supplier of the game.
What languages is it available in at the moment?
Now it's English, German, Norwegian, of course, since we are from Norway. And actually we have French rules online, but it's language independent. So it's just actually to make the rules, and we can play. You can just play it. So
I presume you're shipping internationally.
yeah, we will work on fulfillments. Maybe from Ireland or. So we're working on it now, and we will have a strategy meeting next week in order to have some decisions if we should do some expansions, because it's kind of you can have a lot of maps on this game. We have a lot of different ideas on how to develop it further, so the fans can actually enjoy it by just buying a new gamepad maybe. So we're working on that now.
Anyone is interested in getting the game, follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and we will give the details as we have them.
AportaGames.com and at Aporta Games. Yeah.
Now, the board is very small. Now, Elif, tell me the truth. How tempting is it to go completely mad and make a huge board that will take hours to do?
You mean a really big size? Yeah. It is tempting, but it's kind of a neat small game. It should be quite small, but we were thinking about maybe having kind of a whiteboard game or something, but with a double-sided maps or whatever. But we don't have come to a conclusion yet. So right now it sells good. Just yesterday it sold 250 copies here on the booth. So we had to reorder from Ludopact. Luckily we used Ludopact that could send us a new pallet today. So we got another 500 games today. So
that's fantastic. That's a great problem to have.
Yeah, it's a luxury actually. Yeah.
Tremendous, guys. Thank you very much indeed for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure meeting you. Congratulations on the app, which hopefully will be number 2, number 3, number 1. Yeah. That'll be amazing. And best of luck. I hope that you sell a few more times out.
I hope so too. Thank you.